Hi, this is Brian Daigle with IdeaTango.com, the #1 site for the inventor and product development community. Today we have Michael Collins, CEO of the Big Idea Group, a regular sponsor of what they call Big Idea Hunts, where they look for ideas and inventions across the globe. Michael also recently wrote a book called The $1 Million Idea in Everyone, and today he's going to tell us a little bit more about his company, a little bit more about his book, and what they call open innovation. So we hear your company, the Big Idea Group, is founded on the principles of open innovation. If you could, just tell us a little bit more about the Big Idea Group and how it got started.
Started Big Idea Group really based on a very simple experience I had as an inventor, which was knocking on the doors of companies was a long, time-consuming process that frankly wasn't very productive. So Big Idea Group was really built on that idea to provide a more efficient way to bridge companies and the independent creative talent of people on the outside.
So for those of us that don't know, what is this open innovation, Michael?
Open innovation is there's really a couple of things going on. Number one is companies increasingly are recognizing that there's great talent outside of their four walls. So more and more firms are saying, I need to open up what we do as a company to take this talent that's outside there and bring it into my organization. So they're much more open with meeting with inventors and independent creative people of many different stripes. The other thing that's going on at the same time is individuals have more and more tools at their disposal to go into these companies. There's many technology tools which make it much easier for an independent creative person to reach a broader audience and access the world. So it's really the combination of the companies going to the individual and the individuals having better tools to access companies all over the world that are really coming together in the open innovation phenomenon.
So how can inventors take advantage of this open innovation and start participating in it?
Well, the nice thing about open innovation projects is that individuals are really given a very clear assignment. So maybe you even already have been thinking about that area or have an idea or innovation that's appropriate for it. All you have to do is really be sure that your presentation is modified to the specifics of what the client is looking for. But a lot of the work in essence is already done, and boy, it's sure nice when you know someone's looking for what you have. The other thing though is what we find is most innovative people are innovative on a variety of subject matters. This gives them a very clear assignment to work on. A lot of times these open innovation contests or communities have very specific guidelines or requests for innovations that you can read and prepare for. So as an innovator, it's really great not to have to kind of look at a blank piece of paper every day. These open innovation things are great opportunities for you to kind of apply your problem-solving skills and creative thinking.
Well, we've actually featured some of your innovation and invention contests on Idea Tango, and so some of our members are already familiar with them. However, there can only be one or a few winners to these contests. Is it really worth for our community and our members to participate in them?
Yes, it's true that in a lot of open innovation contests, there's relatively few winners. There's relatively few individuals that kind of get the record deal or get the prize. However, I think if you look at a lot of these things, it's a way for the individual to get great experience and great notoriety by participating in these contests. For example, we've all seen the American Idol runners-up sometimes do better than some of the people that have gone on to win the contest itself. In one of our contests that we ran for a major consumer company, one of the products that didn't win was later picked up and proved to be a much bigger success in the marketplace than actually the winner of the contest. In addition, I think it's a great training ground for people that want to become more creative and take their hobby or interest to the next level. A contest is a relatively easy way to kind of test your abilities, test your really enthusiasm for going after a certain market.
Well, I know some of these contests can have prizes ranging up into the tens of thousands of dollars. I know one particular contest, they were looking for office supply products. So say I'm a toy inventor. Should I participate in a contest where they're looking for office supply product?
Yeah, even though a certain contest or a certain open innovation opportunity might not be your area of expertise, we think it many times is a good idea to join anyway. A lot of the great inventions and innovations that we've been involved with have happened kind of when there's been cross-pollination, when you've had a toy inventor work on a food product, or you have a backpacking enthusiast working in the apparel area. Many times the best innovations are actually at the junction of two industries. So what we encourage our inventors that we work with to do is to enter as many of these contests and opportunities as you can, both because you bring a unique perspective and, again, it's a great learning opportunity.
Well, I'm sure these contests can be fantastic learning opportunities. So as an inventor, if there are hundreds or thousands of other submissions that are being entered into this contest, how can I improve my chances of becoming the one that walks out with a prize or a licensing agreement?
There's some very easy things that one can do to be more successful when they enter these kind of open innovation contests. Number one, and really is pretty obvious actually, read the instructions and follow the rules. We're amazed at the number of participants that enter our contest that really just don't even follow the guidelines. A second tip is really do your homework. Because of the internet, Google, web searching, it's very easy now to check out what's been done before, what's out there in the marketplace, what have people been working on, have there been patents applied for in this space. So if you come to a presentation or you enter a contest where you've done your homework, it does a lot toward convincing your audience that you're really onto something beneficial. I think the third thing that I recommend people do is really think very hard about a visual presentation. A picture's worth 1,000 words is the cliche, but it's very true. When you deal with innovation, you want to communicate what you're trying to get across as visually as possible. That doesn't mean you have to go out there and spend thousands of dollars on a fancy prototype. But what it can mean is you have to be as creative in developing a good-looking presentation as you are in coming up with the idea itself.
Well, those are definitely some great points for all inventors to think about when they're submitting their inventions to these contests. So everyone watching this, be sure you take some of Michael's ideas and suggestions into account. Now, Michael, you also said you have a book coming out called The $1 Million Idea in Everyone. Tell us about your new book and how it's different from some of those other books out there.
So my new book, The $1 Million Idea in Everyone, really comes from my own experience, both as a successful inventor, but maybe even more importantly, from running a company that's reviewed literally tens of thousands of ideas and inventions over the past 6 years. And with that experience, I've just noticed things that work and don't work, and that's really what I've tried to illuminate in the book I've written. And so The $1 Million Idea in Everyone is really a book for that individual who maybe has a great idea or has some interest in being more innovative and creative and taking their idea to the next step.
Well, I'm sure that's going to be a fantastic read. So for everyone out there, make sure and go pick up a copy of The $1 Million Idea in Everyone. Well, thanks again, Michael, for coming and talking to us. And we wish you the best of luck with all your idea hunts and your new book, The $1 Million Idea in Everyone.
Thank you, Brian.
Once again, this is Brian Daigle with IdeaTango.com, and we had Michael Collins with the Big Idea Group on with us today. For more information, you can visit their website, bigideagroup.net, or go to www.ideatango.com, and we'll have all their contests, all their idea hunts up on our site. So once again, thank you, and we look forward to seeing you soon.